Baby's back, dressed in black, silver buttons all down her back. Hi-ho, tippy toes. She broke the needle, but she can't sew. Walking the dog. I'm just a walking the dog. But if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Walking the Dog, which was a big hit for the Rolling Stones. A very, very, very cool blues tune. It's kind of a 16-bar blues, and there's a few different approaches that I'd like to take you through today. Doing it real simple using strumming, using a rock and roll shuffle, and also a little bit, we'll have a look at the exact part that Keith was playing. But it's fairly difficult, so it's probably not a beginner thing, but in case there's any intermediate guitar players that are watching this that are into that kind of riffy, playing the bass note and then the little riff thing, it's kind of a cool thing, and I couldn't do this song without teaching it. So first of all, just using A7, D7 and E7 chords, and old faithful strumming pattern. Now if you're not familiar with A7, D7 and E7, go and check them out. They're in the beginner's course on my website. Old faithful strumming pattern is just down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down. So let's play through the tune now, real simple, quite slowly using those open chords and that simple strumming. So 3, 4, A7, down, down, up, down. Verse starts A7, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, coming up to a D7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, back to A7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then to E7 for 2 bars, sorry, just for 1 bar, P7 for 1 bar, A7 for 1 bar, and then E7 for 1 bar. And then we're back to the verse again. Sorry for fluffing there at the end. It's just 1 bar of E7, 1 bar of D7, 1 bar of A7, 1 bar of E7 there at the end. It's a pretty standard kind of a blues, 16-bar blues progression, which is like a regular blues, but just extended there at the top. I'll put that chord sequence up on the website. If I've forgotten, please remind me. But it's also in the beginner songbook there. If you've got that in front of you, that should keep it nice and simple. So that will be the first thing. And it sounds like there are parts of the original recording by the Rolling Stones where you can hear, I think it's Brian Jones playing that kind of a part. Now, the second, kind of slightly more advanced part, which isn't really exactly what's on the record, but sounds just as good, is using this shuffle rhythm, which is again doing this kind of 12-bar blues shuffle. Is covered in my beginner's course, so there's detailed lessons on exactly how to do it. So let's just run through exactly what that pattern is, just really slowly. It's this. So we're basically playing all of the down picks on the A string. I've got a little bit of palm mute there, just so using the outside part of the hand there, just resting on the string, and that's going to be going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But you could also think of this 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's first finger in the second fret of the 4th string, and then the third finger in the 4th fret, still of the 4th string, then second fret, 4th fret, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, count, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So really important to remember that you're playing all of those down. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you're just pushing through 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then So it's staying on that. Baby's back, dressed in black, silver buttons all down her back, high hope, tippy toes. She broke the needle and she can't sew. Walk in the D for 2 bars. It's just a walk in the dog. Back to the A. Now 1 bar of E. And if you don't know how to do it to D, don't know how to walk the A. 2, 3, 4, E. 2, 3, 4. Okay, really nice way of playing that tune using that kind of straight ahead 12-bar shuffle. If you watch some videos, it looks like Brian Jones, when he is playing that, he's playing it further up the neck. Okay, that's definitely not a beginner's thing. If you want to learn to play it further up the neck, you need to go and check out my blues rhythm guitar course, which is again free, and that'll teach you how to do that kind of stuff further up the neck. Definitely not a beginner thing. It's quite stretchy, a little bit more complicated, but okay, speaking of things that aren't really appropriate for beginners, it's time to have a look at that main riff, and it's a very cool riff indeed from Keith Richards here. Now I'm going to teach you a kind of a standardized version because there's lots of variations going on. Part of the beauty of Keith's playing is that he's a bit loose. Not sloppy, but, well, sloppy maybe even sometimes, but in a really beautiful way, you know. And what that means is that he doesn't play the riff exactly the same all of the way, but to try and teach you every different variation would be a little bit of a mission for me to teach and for you to learn. So I'm giving you a kind of a standardized one that works all of the way through the tune. What you want to remember is that we're playing the bass note for each chord and then the little riff, and the riff is exactly 1 bar long. So like right at the beginning where you've got all of those bars of A7, 8 bars of A7, you're going to play this like the bass note and then the riff 8 times through, right? So it'd be a lot easier to learn this in a close-up, so let's do that. Okay, really cool this, isn't it? So we're playing the bass note first of all, the 5th string, and then muting it with the palm of our hand. Then we're going to have the 2nd finger slide up from the 7th fret to the 9th fret. 1st finger is going to play the 8th fret on the 2nd string. Then you play the 9th fret again on the 3rd string, and then we're going to slide up to the 6th fret on the 3rd string, just the 2nd finger still staying on the same string, and then 1st finger is going to play the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Generally for the picking I'm going down, mute, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, that's on the A. Now when we move to the D, we're obviously going to play the 4th string, which is the note D, mute it again. This time the slides. Okay, 3rd finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, sliding up to the 10th fret, and then 1st finger going down the 8th fret of the thinner string, then back to the 8th fret, sliding up to the 7th fret now, and 5th fret on the thinner string. So open, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and back to A. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now the E chord, obviously the low E there, it's exactly the same as the D but 2 frets higher. So sliding up from the 10th to the 12th, then 10th fret, 12, then 7, sorry that's 9, then 7. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, that's the E. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, then to D, A. Now the last chord's an E, almost certainly it's an E7 chord here with the root note. You could play that E7 if you want, but I'm pretty sure the record one sounds like that E7, so 7, 6, 7, 5. 1. really hope you enjoy playing this tune no matter what level you go for, whether you're doing the simple kind of strumming and open chords version or the rock and roll shuffle, or whether you're going to approach Keith's main riff thing. If you're a more advanced guitar player, you definitely want to check out his lead guitar on this song and anything in this kind of era, the late 60s kind of period. Some beautiful, beautiful blues influence, the beginning of the British blues invasion, a lot of kind of Chuck Berry influenced style things, you know, very, very cool, fun to work out, you know, if you you know, especially if you've been doing some of my blues lead guitar courses and you've learned some of the licks, especially the Chuck Berry style licks off the website, then you'll probably find a lot of those licks being used in these kind of solos, and they're very, very good fun to work out and to try playing along as well. Very frantic and full of energy, and it's not too technical, a lot more about getting the feel good, you know. So anyway, hope you love playing this tune. Please subscribe to my channel if you dig what I do, and go over to the website. There's 1,000 free lessons waiting for you. Hope you enjoy it all, and I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye.